This man was just about to go to bed when he heard some strange noises coming from the other rooms in his home. As the noise increased, he decided to investigate.
Contexto: mi papá de joven jugó a la Ouija y desde entonces se siente perseguido. No terminó el juego como se debe. Ya antes le habían ocurrido sucesos paranormales, pero nunca había grabado.
It looks as if something was spying on him from behind the curtains. But when he went to take a closer look, something very strange happened.
¡Ay, cabrón! No manches. ¿Qué era eso? No. Ay, no manches.
The thing that was spying on him suddenly vanished into thin air. And just when he thought he could return to his room, the doors slammed shut in his face. Tell me, if you found yourself in this situation, would you still sleep in that house?
¡Ay, cabrón! No manches.
Case number 9, distorted reality. This TikTok user, British Bulldog 74, shared that while he was working at his wife's grandmother's old house, he accidentally captured something unusual. It appeared like there was someone inside the house who seemed to be peeking at him through the blinds. But in one of his updates, he confirmed that the house was empty, so seeing the blinds move was indeed very creepy.
I just want to do a quick update. I did not expect as people have called it, the creepy blind video to get as popular as it did, but here's to answer a few questions. People are saying that it's obviously squatters or it's AI. Well, it is neither. The reason I know it's not a squatter is because I've been working in the house about maybe 2.5, 3 months beforehand. And this was the last day of work in there. I just removed all my tools from the property. And when I say the house was empty, there was nothing. There was nothing in it, no furniture, no tools. I mean, there's nothing. It's an empty home. So seeing the blinds twitching from the corner of my eye is what made me go ahead and take the pictures that I did. I was actually trying to video it. But anyway, as soon as I seen this, I entered the home again, looked around in the closets, everywhere you think someone could hide. I mean, there's not many places. Shower.
It turned out that his daughter's camera suddenly started showing a picture of an elderly woman. And when he showed this photo to his family, his grandmother confirmed that the woman looked almost identical to her own grandmother.
Hey, Missy? Miss?
If a camera showed someone who shouldn't exist, would you delete the footage or try to learn the truth? Case number 8, domestic siege in Arkansas residence. Inside the residence of TikTok user Arkansas Boy 1, he recorded paranormal activity, specifically targeting his newborn's toys.
It's 3:30 in the morning. I swear on my life. Freaking toy cars. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. No. No, sir. No, ma'am. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know whether to wake Elizabeth or somebody call Justin Nunley or an exorcist.
The recording shows a red, non-electric toy car that suddenly starts moving on its own during the early morning hours, around 3:30 a.m.
I actually fell asleep, and this is what I woke up to. Elizabeth. Baby. Hey. Okay, no, for real, like, so what are we doing? Oh. Okay. Are you friendly?
We're moving.
I don't think it's like irritated. I fell asleep out here, and I promise you she didn't place it there. Last night, I blessed this cup before I went to bed. So, we're gonna do this together. I'm gonna have Elizabeth hold the phone. Okay, so, in Jesus' name.
Unfortunately, the psychological toll on the family led them to conclude they had to abandon the property. When something starts targeting your child's belongings, do you stay and fight it? Or does that automatically translate to abandon the house for good?
I don't think you're supposed to do anything else. I don't know. Y'all got suggestions? Let me know.
Case number 7, home mimic entity. A young woman named Bella, living alone in a newly acquired residence, recorded a chilling auditory anomaly.
Are you there, honey? Open the door for mommy. Bella. Come out. Bella.
Despite being completely isolated with no guests or family present, a clear, sinister voice is heard calling her name in her mother's voice from within the house. Have this at the back of your mind. Most times, the voices you hear when you're home alone might just be a mimic. Don't answer. Got a chilling encounter of your own? Email us your footage for a chance to be featured in a future video. Send your footage to theafterhourarchives@gmail.com. Case number 6, the Watcher in the Hallway. A man who works at a crematorium captured something insanely terrifying during one of the night shifts.
Lights, they turn off automatically at a certain hour. And I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna walk you through and I have a friend that works that he would see and hear things coming from these.
While recording, you can hear his voice up until the audio starts to act up. It sounded as if something was interfering with it, and it continued that way until this happened.
Furnaces when they're burning the bodies. So when I'm walking through here, they usually put the urns out to send to the families. So when I'm walking here at night, I walk right by these urns that they put on these tables here. And then I come down, freaking out.
Fuck.
Didn't catch it. Let's replay. The lid on the urn suddenly opened up. And as he ran back to the halls, it appeared that he was not alone. Something was watching him. Did you notice it watching him at the end? Case number 5, Rural Brazilian Terror. A Brazilian content creator, Zeca Cabral, 27, on TikTok, was investigating strange noises on his rural property at night when he captured something creepy and unexplainable.
Aquela porra aí parece homem em cima da casinha do gerador. Olha ali, ó. Pendurado com os pés pra baixo. Olha que assombração feia da p. Olha ali, o pé fica balançando. Olha ali. Que assombração feia da p. Olha ali, o pé fica balançando.
It appeared to be a pale, elongated humanoid entity, hiding in the trees, just observing. If something stood in the dark, just watching you, would you approach it or pretend you never saw it? But if that's not creepy enough, wait till you see the next video.
Olha, chegou a assombração de novo. Olha, a assombração de novo lá, pendurada, balançando os pés. Olha, agora tá com a mão no queixo. Olha. Ai, porra, vai querer ninguém.
Case number 4, Poltergeist Rampage. Imagine sitting in your room and you suddenly start hearing things being tossed around and furniture moving all by itself. Well, crazy enough, something like that has happened in real life and was recorded by. Let's check it out.
Hello?
And just when he thought it was finally over, something else happened that he was definitely not prepared for. He found the kitchen in chaos. Drawers were open and objects lay on the floor. But that's not all, because whatever was haunting his home was definitely not in a good mood. It sounded as if it was aggressively running towards him, but he was quick to shut the door. But here's the thing, the moment something starts running towards you unseen, do you really think a locked door is enough to keep it away? Case number 3, the doorway lurker manifestation. A woman explores a large, desolate building that looks like a hospital. During her investigation, she captures intense auditory phenomena, including disembodied shouting and phantom footsteps.
Otra vez están escuchando muchos ruidos. Oigan, ¿de dónde viene ese ruido? Se escucha como que gritaran, como si hablaran. No es nadie. Se escucha que grita. Creo que es de acá. Hay veces que se oyen las sillas de ruedas, que caminan, que hablan. ¿Qué podrá ser? Ay, ¿qué podrá ser? ¡Ay, no! ¿Qué es eso? ¡Ay, no! Ahora sí, mire algo.
The incident escalates when a medical rolling table moves on its own without any human intervention. The subject also reports a tactile manifestation, claiming to have been touched by an unseen force.
¿Qué es eso? ¡Ay, no! Ahora sí, mire algo. No puede ser. No puede ser, ¿escucharon? Ahora sí sentí que alguien me tocó de verdad. Tengo que ir. No abre el pinche elevador. Les había dicho que se escucha mucho ruido. Voy a tener que ir por mi hija. ¡Abre! No abre. No está abriendo el elevador.
All of a sudden, the elevator wouldn't respond. Let's hope she's learned her lesson not to visit abandoned places alone next time.
Ay, ¿qué pasa? ¡Ay, no!
Case number 2, Appalachian Entity Incursion. This footage was recorded in a rural property near the Appalachian Mountains. The homeowner, Mandy, had installed security and trail cameras after hearing disembodied voices at night. This is a series of escalating encounters over 16 months. First security footage captured a pale figure resembling a woman creeping up to the property and asking to be let in. One of the recordings even captured non-human vocalizations with no one or nothing in sight. In another footage, the figure was caught sneaking into the property outside second-story windows and vocalizing. What do you think it wants? And why that house? Case number 1, the officer's haunted sweep. Police officers were dispatched to a residence after a homeowner returned from shopping to find her front door open. Expecting it to be a standard break-in, the officers went ahead and conducted a room-by-room search. And mind you, it was confirmed beforehand that the house, which is frequently used as an Airbnb, was empty at the time.
How's it going? What seems to be the problem?
I left for a while to go shopping, and when I came home, the door is open. I think somebody broke in.
Does anyone live in the house?
Yes, my husband, myself, and our 2 kids, but they're out of town right now. They're with his parents.
And how many rooms do you have?
2 upstairs and 1 downstairs.
All right, we're gonna have to go and search the house. Is it okay if we go in?
Yeah, of course.
You don't have any like pets or dogs or anything?
No.
Just stay here, man. Police! If anyone's here, make yourself known.
During the sweep, the officers encountered unexplained phenomena. Footage from police officers searching a house shows multiple doors opening and closing on their own.
Anyone inside? Police! Anyone inside, make yourself known.
As the search came to an end, an officer was eventually startled by the sounds of something or someone running before coming face to face with what appeared to be a faint humanoid figure, causing him to quickly retreat.
Downstairs, clear.
Upstairs clear?
Yeah, we're good.
If trained officers backed away in fear, what chance would any of us have alone in that house? If tonight's archives kept you on edge, make sure to hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and join us for the next upload. Subscribe, turn on notifications. Don't miss the next scare.